So I'm going to have to stop and fix that up because that's crooked. It's going to drive me nuts. I'm not OCD, but that's definitely going to drive me nuts. I've got brand new boots I'm wearing for the first time, and I just can't feel anything. I don't know whether I'm going up a gear or down a gear. Can't barely find the gear lever. It's really awkward, that one. But apart from that, bike's right to go. We're 10 days away, and woohoo! It's gonna be awesome. So I'm wearing these new gloves as well, and I tell you, the dry rider this time. Thanks, dry rider. I'm just still getting used to them. They're still like brand new boots, brand new gloves, and I just kind of feel a little alien. Everything feels a bit strange. The controls are not normal, but I'm hoping after 10 days on the bike I'll be bedded in. But at the moment it's you know, like you do a lot of thumb stuff here, but there's a lot of material on them. They're an extra large glove. I can barely get my hand in, but there seems to be way too much material on the thumbs. So my thumbs are either too small, but the gloves, they'll stretch, they'll be fine. Anyway, onward. So it's Thursday afternoon before Easter Friday, so the highway is just chockers, and unfortunately I've got probably about 100 k's of highway till I get out of town, but everyone's heading out of town. So if you take, so in Australia we've got 2 long weekends back to back, Easter weekend and then the Anzac Day weekend. So if you take the 3 days off between those 2 long weekends, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week, you actually get 10 days off, so for 3 days leave. That is driving me crazy a little bit. I'm trying not to look at it. So it's going up to Cunningham's Gap. Hell of a lot of roadworks. They're just shoring up all this rock face because it just keeps collapsing, and it's very Switzerland, the chain mesh. That it just keeps tossing rocks on the road every time it rains, so they're just trying to make it so that the road at least stays open a little bit longer. It's all 40km/h roadworks through here, so typical. I'm not quite sure how I ended up here. Actually, yes I do. I know how I got here. I go, oh, what's up that way? So, yeah, I was just riding along to Killarney and I went, I might be able to get through that way. Goes in the right direction. So I'm trying to get to Killarney. The ride actually begins tomorrow morning in Killarney, and Chris and I are going to stop at the pub tonight and wait for Paul to turn up. Paul can't get away tonight at a reasonable time, so he's going to come up in the morning, so we'll wait for him tomorrow morning and we'll all head off down towards Bathurst. I've got some unfinished business. I just these farming link roads, so I just bike's a little bit overloaded for
Well, yes, it is afternoon. We're there.
How are you, mate?
Good. How rock's it go?
Oh, welcome to Killarney.
Yeah, welcome. It's all loaded up.
Just,
I did notice something in your photo.
I just don't seem to be able to get.
What's going on here? What's this?
Well, there was that time I fell off. So there was that time that I fell off and broke the screen. Which time are you talking about?
Oh, was that the time you're upside down?
No, and I broke the screen. What I didn't realise, it actually cracked the headlight mount. So what that's doing is just stopping the headlight from vibrating all over the place.
Yeah, very good.
It's important to note that as soon as Paul took his helmet off, he said, I'm probably not going to be able to do the whole ride because my partner's come off her push bike and broken her hip, and as soon as she gets out of hospital, I'm going to have to go back.
Perfect timing.
So we're not going to see much of Paul on this trip.
How's that for timing? Very well done. Chris, Paul, Chris. That's the crew. We got the ADV rider bloke on the Africa Twin, big bike adventures on the Norden 901, and Mr. Smith on the sexy Italian. Hey, g'day big bikers! Well, it's a ride day today. So Chris and I were hanging around this morning waiting for Paul to turn up. He said he'd be there by 8. He was there bang on 8 o'clock. So 10-15 minutes later, we're wheels up and we're on the road. So we're out the back of Killarney, and the first port of call for us today, fucking boots. First port of call for us today is because it's Easter Friday, is a mandated public holiday, everything's shut in Killarney. We're going to head out to the highway out near Applethorpe, Stanthorpe, that way get to one of those 24-hour service stations and grab a coffee, some breakfast, probably just fuel up there, and then we're going to head to Tennerfield and then out the back of Tennerfield and just take all the dirt back around. Plan is to get down to Bathurst in the next couple of days, have a good look around that part of the world, and then go from there. I got the Chris on the Africa Twin behind me, and behind him is Paul on the Desert X. So first time the three of us have ridden together. Paul and I used to ride mountain bikes back in the 90s together. We've known each other for a long time. So it's interesting how we both came back together on adventure bikes up in the middle of the forest in Diagula. Oh no, Chris is down. It's a bit early in the morning for this, mate.
Easy dirt, we said. That's not dirt, that's slop.
Well, I'm glad we didn't go the other way then. That's called long swamp.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, hey? Okay. Easy rolling on wheels. Oh. Back, go. Slippery as. Oh my goodness. Well, that's something you don't see every day. Look at that flock of pelicans just sitting by some of the still water out here after all the rain we've had. Very cool. Sorry to disturb you fellas. The fleet. Oh, there we are. So you got Chris all the way back up the hill. You probably can't see it with his lens. Then Paul. That's a stock route. We didn't mean to be falling over so early in the morning. At least it's out of the road. Crossing the border into New South Wales. The border crossing at Cullendur, which was hard blocked during the scandemic. Never again. I'm a proponent of civil disobedience next time they try that on us. Conditions are perfect. Like the tracks had quite a bit of water on it. There's still quite a bit of water along the side of the road, but this normally very slippery loose granite top is actually really good. Just damp enough. No dust. The guys behind are getting no dust at all, so that's good. Temperatures 17 degrees. We're up on top of the range, so we're out kind of behind Maryland and heading towards Applethorpe and the highway. So we'll catch up with the servo there and top up. Don't need fuel, but if we all top up together, we should be right. And then we'll just gonna head down some back roads into Tennerfield. Road down in Tennerfield, and then that'll probably be the dirt for the rest of the day, which will be great. And here we are out on the highway. So 9:15, you're going for about an hour, and the whole purpose that we've come this way is find a coffee shop. But it's going to have to be a 24-hour servo because today is a mandatory public holiday, being Good Friday. In Australia it's Good Friday, Christmas Day, the two mandated public holidays that businesses have to shut. we stopped for breakfast and coffee at Caltex at Applethorpe. Make our way down through, we're all full of juice. We're just going to make our way down to Tennerfield and duck through the back of Tennerfield and head west towards Emmaville. We're gonna try and, I don't know, see how far we get tonight. Like, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, so you know, got all day. Oh, we'd like to try and be set up by 3 or 4. We just no idea where. Just winging it again. So the New England Highway is just there. We're just on a little track down beside it. Just want to try and avoid the highway as much as possible. Sandy. Quite a bit of erosion through here. Hope the road is still intact. Oh, are we on the wrong one? There's another one just there. Oh, what's going on there? These guys are collecting firewood, eh? There you go. Yeah, when you see a Honda Civic on a track, you know it's not that bad. So I love this country out behind Tennerfield. This used to be all dirt. It was just beautiful granite, you know, granite topped roads. It was just beautiful out here. But you know, I get that the council probably wanted to seal it for tourist reasons because country is so pretty, and a lot of people won't drive their, you know, their town cars on an unsealed road, despite the fact it was a really, really good, you know, road. It was just unsealed. So anyway, yeah, just lovely, lovely. So where, you know, if you're, I can't remember, the Sunny Brook Road or something, I think it is. But we're around the back of Tennerfield near Mount Mackenzie, and we're going to go and turn right and head down towards Mole River Road, and we're going to make our way through the back of Torrington down to Emmaville and then Inverell. We're not going to go down Carpet Snake Fire Trail because we're on the big bikes. Beautiful country. So should have put the drone up. A really nice little stop at the Gidday Road rock. The mandatory stop to get motorcycle photos. So this is a mandatory stop, this one. It's called Motorcycle Rock.
There you go. Motorcycle rock.
Motorcycle Photo Opportunity Rock.
There you go.
Look at that. Now heading down to Mole River Road. Chris has taken off in the lead, which is good. Let him get a little bit ahead. He's been sitting down the back in the dust for a while, so we might just let him a bit of fresh air. I haven't been on this road. Oh, I'd hate to think. Probably over 10 years, maybe. Certainly well before I went away and went out in the caravan. But generally, because we are west of the New England Highway, and generally when we head down south we stay east of the New England Highway on some of those really nice tracks, but because we're heading kind of out towards Bathurst, which is still west of here, so we're just kind of going southwesterly direction right at the moment. We're pretty much heading north at the moment, but the track's just doing a big loop around the side of the hill, and then it'll swing back around to the southwest. We've got the camping gear with us because we are planning on spending a couple of nights out under the stars, but it just adds so much weight to everything. It'll be a really nice ride if the bike wasn't so heavy. That is what it is. All right. How's the Italian stallion going? Everything good?
Awesome. And
oh yeah, let's not forget the
new boots,
shiny new boots. The shiny new boots. I hate these things, I can tell you. Oh, the shiny new boot. This is a
big special.
not gay at all, right? Nothing gay about all of us having nice new boots at the same time. And we're allowed to say gay. Fags. We're allowed to say fags again. And retarded. We're allowed to call people retarded again. So we just stopped for lunch at the Emmaville Club Hotel at Emmaville. Much to our surprise, the Emmaville pub was actually open, and we weren't expecting that. So we stopped in, had a beer and a bit of lunch, and it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We've only done 200 and it's been a very slow day. We haven't really been doing that much in terms of kilometres. So we're going to get down somewhere near Tinga tonight. We'll camp up somewhere, and then tomorrow we're going to have to drop Paul off at Armadale. He's had a bit of a family emergency. He's got to race home, so I'll give you more detail on that a little later on. Anyway, let's get kitted up and onward. We're running out of daylight though. It's 2 o'clock. And we've got still quite a way to go. We've actually it's taken us 4 hours. Well, we've been moving for 4 hours, and we've only done 230 k's. So our average speed's quite low. That's because we've done some really, really nice stuff and stopping a bit. We're going to bail out of Emmaville. Heading towards Tinga, T-I-N-G-H-A, and then we'll try and find somewhere down around there. There's a couple of spots we're going to look at for somewhere to stop. Like I said, we're kind of coming into winter, so sunset these days is about 5:30. It's just gone, or it's just on 2 o'clock. So yeah, we are going to have to cover a bit of space in the next couple of hours before we want to be set up before it gets dark. The gang's all here. Got the Desert X behind me, and then way down the back is Chris. Good to go. So we just saw this little that was good timing, turning the camera on. Are you okay? Yeah, just embarrassing, you got that on camera, right?
I hate doing this,
Well, there's one each, you guys. That's right. Sudden gust of gravity. Well, there's one each.
I think it's on the other side.
Yeah.
It's meant to be in Italy, so
Yeah.
that's the wrong way, isn't it? Should have fallen that way.
That would have been much better. Alright. Is there room for 3 of us in there? Hang on, I'll go around this way.
Down 3.
1, 2. Has it got a side stand?
Yeah, alright. That's the best face plan I've ever seen. It's first.
Yeah. Yeah, I just turned my camera on, you know. What happened? We were riding past, we saw this crossing, and we all collectively thought it might be a good place for us to spend the night if there's a decent campground there, and there probably maybe is for, you know, a couple of little spots around the place, but still a bit early in the afternoon. Creek looks terrible, like a bad coffee. Anyway, keep pushing on. Like a nice little camp spot down there too. Yeah, a bit close to the road. So we basically did a great big loop east and south, and now we're heading west again. But we've got to get up here and we'll turn south again. So the landscape is really interesting. It looks like some sort of crop duster or something up here, or a drone. It's a drone. Agricultural drones. Very cool. Look at this country. We're doing a lot of this tomorrow. So we're going to try and, I remember last year when Chris and I came down here with Cushy, we ended up at the back of Manila on a track that we'd not been on before, and we went, why haven't we been here? So basically that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. We're just going to explore some of that area around Manila, and then make our way down through the hill end, right down the back way. And then from Hill End we're just going to do some exploration. It's going to be a busy weekend in Bathurst, so we're going to skirt around the outside of it. Might have been stop a couple of nights at Hill End, not sure yet, we haven't got that far. But it is an Easter weekend, so every amount of the dogs are going to be out. Nick is busy time along the Bridle Track too, I suspect. So I've got my eye on a campground, probably 40-50 k's away. So we'll go and check that out as a possibility, and then if it's any good, we'll stop there. This is ridiculous,
Mate,
you've got enough power here to power a small city.
well, when your batteries go flat, don't come to me.
All right, well I'm gonna piggyback your power cell tonight. Check this out. He's got a 80-watt collapsible solar panel. Sorry, don't stand in the light. Backed up to a how many
12 amp hour lithium.
12 amp hour lithium battery, with enough outlets there. It's just
Beautiful.
beautiful. No wonder your bike's so heavy to pick up.